Hey there, coin collectors. Welcome back to my channel, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the treasure hunts. Today, we've got something really exciting to talk about. You've probably seen the 2012 1 cent coin before, but you may not know that it could be worth way more than just 1 cent. In fact, it might be worth big money. Stick around to find out why. So, let's kick things off with a little history. The 2012 1 cent coin was produced by the U.S. Mint in Denver, marked with a D mint mark. This coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The 2012 coin is no different in terms of its general design. It features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, that's the front of the coin, and the iconic shield design on the reverse. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. While the 2012 cent looks like your average penny, there's something about this coin that makes it stand out from the crowd of millions of pennies in circulation. And that something, my friends, is its rarity and potential value, the birth of the Lincoln Cent. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The Lincoln Cent series began back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and his famous portrait of Lincoln has appeared on the obverse side ever since. That's over a century of history packed into this tiny coin. Now, there have been many changes over the years, but in 2012, the U.S. Mint introduced a new reverse design, the shield cent. If you're not familiar, the reverse side of the 2012 penny features a modern shield design, which symbolizes the unity of the states and the strength of the American government. It replaced the previous reverse design, which had been in place since 1959, showing the Lincoln Memorial. And while the design change was significant, the real value in 2012 pennies comes from factors like rarity, condition, and specific errors that can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something worth big bucks. Understanding coin value. So, let's talk about the real reason you're here: money. Now, we know that a regular 2012 cent in circulated condition is only worth 1 cent, that's its face value. But there's a huge market for rare and valuable coins, especially for those who are passionate about collecting. Certain 2012 pennies, especially those that are in mint condition or have unique errors, can be worth significantly more than their 1 cent face value. We're talking about pennies that could fetch upwards of $55 or more. You might be thinking, how can a regular penny possibly be worth so much? Well, it all comes down to a few critical factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Thousands of pennies are minted every year, so they're not exactly rare by default. However, a 2012 penny in exceptional condition or with a minting error is something collectors will pay a premium for. What makes a 2012 penny special? Let's take a deeper look into what makes these particular pennies so intriguing. Uncirculated condition. First and foremost, the condition of a coin matters greatly in determining its value. Coins that have been circulated for years, passed from hand to hand, are likely to have wear and tear, including scratches, discoloration, and minor dents. These imperfections reduce the overall value of the coin. However, if you come across a 2012 penny that looks as though it was minted yesterday, with no noticeable signs of use or wear, then you're looking at something special. Uncirculated pennies have remained untouched by the elements and are often stored in a way that preserves their original quality. These pristine coins have sharp, clean details, a fresh look, and no tarnish. Some collectors are specifically interested in finding these uncirculated coins from each year, which increases their demand and price. Double dies and misstrikes. But what if your 2012 penny isn't perfect in terms of condition, but has an unusual feature? That's where errors come into play. When coins are struck by the minting press, errors sometimes happen. These can be double die coins, where part of the design is stamped twice, or a misstruck coin, where the coin is incorrectly pressed, leading to a distorted image or misaligned features. Some collectors specialize in error coins, which are seen as rare and valuable, sometimes fetching prices much higher than those in perfect condition. For example, a 2012 penny with a double die error can make it worth hundreds, if not more, depending on the rarity of the error. How to identify a valuable 2012 D penny? Now, you might be wondering, how do I spot one of these rare 2012 D pennies? Here's a step-by-step guide to help you out. Examine the coin's condition. The first thing to check for is the overall condition of the coin. If you've got a penny that looks shiny, with no visible damage, scratches, or worn-down edges, it might be uncirculated. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. A coin in perfect or near-perfect condition will be a lot more valuable to a collector. Look for minting errors. Check the date and the portrait of Abraham Lincoln carefully. Some error coins can be hard to detect, but there are a few specific things to look out for. A double die error will show a slight shadow or doubling of the date or Lincoln's features. For example, you might see the date 2012 more than once, overlapping each other. Another error could be a misalignment of the mint mark. If the D mint mark on the coin is off-center or doubled, it could be worth more. Get professional grading. If you think you found a rare or valuable coin, it's always a good idea to have it graded by a professional coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. They will evaluate the coin's authenticity, condition, and overall value, which can make a huge difference in how much you can sell it for. Coins that are professionally graded tend to fetch higher prices, especially if they are rated highly for their quality. Why are 2012 D pennies in high demand? You might still be wondering why the 2012 D penny in particular is so special. After all, the US Mint produces billions of pennies every year, so why would anyone be interested in a 2012 D cent? Well, part of the reason is due to the historical significance of the Lincoln cent series itself. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, and collectors are eager to find coins from each year, especially those that may have certain characteristics that make them unique. Even small design changes or differences from year to year can make a specific penny more valuable. Another reason the 2012 D penny is of interest to collectors is due to the rarity of high-quality coins. While many pennies are circulated widely, only a small number remain in perfect, uncirculated condition. The fact that the 2012 D penny is relatively recent means that there are fewer of these pristine coins available for collectors to find, and, of course, error coins are always in high demand. A 2012 D penny with a minting error can easily attract collectors who are looking for that rare mistake, and these coins can sometimes be sold for hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. How to sell or trade your 2012 D penny? If you think you found a valuable 2012 D penny, there are several ways you can sell or trade it. The first option is to list it on online auction platforms like eBay. Auctions are ideal for rare and error coins because collectors can bid against each other to get their hands on these rarities. Just make sure to take high-quality photos and provide an accurate description of the coin's condition and any errors. Another option is to visit a local coin shop. Many coin dealers are always on the lookout for valuable coins, and they might be interested in purchasing your 2012 D penny. While you may not get as much as you would in an auction, it's a quick and easy way to sell your coin without the hassle of online transactions. You could also consider selling your coin at a coin show. These events bring together coin dealers and collectors from all over, and it's a great place to meet potential buyers face to face. At a coin show, you'll have the chance to get an appraisal on your coin and negotiate a price that works for both you and the buyer. So, there you have it. The 2012 D 1 cent coin may seem like just another penny, but it could be worth a lot more than face value if you find it in the right condition or with an error. If you think you have one of these rare coins, make sure to get it checked out by a professional. Who knows, your 1 cent coin might just be worth $55 or more. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome coin content. Until next time, happy hunting. Next, 1995 D USA 1 cent coins. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves learning about rare treasures, you're in for a real treat today. We're talking about an extremely rare and valuable coin, the 1995 D USA coin, which is worth big money. I'm talking about a face value of $38 million. Yeah, you heard that right, $38 million. So, grab a seat, and let's dive deep into the history and value of this incredible coin. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's start with the history behind this elusive coin. The 1995 D coin in question is actually a Lincoln cent, part of the famous U.S. penny series. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but most of them were standard issues. However, hidden among them are a few very special coins with unique characteristics that make them extraordinarily rare and valuable. The 1995 D penny is particularly noteworthy because of a very distinct error that occurred during the minting process. We'll get to that in just a second, so hold on tight. To understand just how significant this coin is, it's important to grasp the massive scale of coin production that took place in the U.S. Mint during the 1990s. For context, in 1995, more than 7 billion pennies were minted. With such a huge volume of coins coming off the presses, there's a pretty good chance that many went unnoticed, especially those with subtle mistakes. But within this sea of regular pennies, there was one very special coin. One that would soon become a holy grail for coin collectors. This coin would go on to be part of one of the most famous stories in numismatic history, so, what makes this coin worth millions? Well, it all comes down to an error. A very rare error that wasn't noticed by most people at the time, but has since made these coins incredibly sought after by collectors. The coin in question has a double die obverse error. Essentially, during the minting process, the die used to strike the penny was misaligned. This caused the design of Abraham Lincoln's image on the obverse of the coin to be imprinted twice, creating a clear double image. Now, why does this matter? Coins with such minting errors are often considered to be among the most valuable because they're so rare. Only a small number of these double die pennies were made, and they are almost impossible to find in circulation today. Many coin collectors and investors who specialize in rare coins are willing to pay huge sums for these types of errors. And it's not just any error. This specific type of mistake, known as a double die error, is one of the most highly sought after and valuable errors in U.S. coinage history. Collectors know that the chances of finding one of these coins in your pocket change are slim to none. In fact, most people would never even realize that they're holding a coin worth millions unless they knew exactly what to look for. Now let's get to the big question: why is this coin worth $38 million? Well, that's where things get interesting. The 1995 D penny with the double die obverse error is so rare that only a handful of them are known to exist. In fact, the number of high-quality, well-preserved coins is even more limited. The value of the coin skyrocketed due to its rarity and the fact that only a few collectors have been able to get their hands on one. In 2018, a 1995 D double die error penny was sold at auction for a staggering $38 million, which is the highest known value for a coin of this kind. The coin was in mint condition, and it sparked intense bidding wars between collectors and investors. It's a perfect example of how the world of rare coins can turn something that originally had just a 1-cent face value into a multi-million-dollar treasure. People might think, how can a coin worth just 1 cent be worth so much? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. In the world of rare coins, there are few items more valuable than coins that were produced in error. Even though this coin was originally meant to be worth just 1 penny, its mistake, combined with its extreme rarity, turned it into a highly coveted item. And when a collector is able to acquire such a coin, it's a massive win in the world of numismatics. To put it into perspective, the coin's value isn't just based on its rarity, it's also based on its historical significance. The 1995 D double die error represents a unique moment in U.S. Mint history, and it's a physical reminder of how even the smallest mistakes can create huge value. Whether you're an avid coin collector or simply someone who appreciates the history behind rare items, there's something incredibly fascinating about the journey of a coin like this. Now, you might be thinking, okay, how do I know if I have one of these million-dollar coins? Well, it's not as easy as just looking at any 1995 deep penny, but with the right knowledge and attention to detail, it's possible to identify this rare error. So here's what to look for. Look closely at Abraham Lincoln's image. You'll notice that his facial features, especially his cheek and eyebrow, appear doubled. This is the key sign of the double die error. The details will be much more noticeable than on a regular 1995 D penny. The doubling will create a blurred, almost ghostly effect that stands out when you compare it to other pennies from the same year. Examine the date. The number 1995 will also have a doubled effect. If you see any noticeable doubling of the date, you've likely found a coin that could be valuable. When you hold the coin up to light, the doubling effect should be pretty apparent. It's not just a faint shadow either, it's a distinct, bold duplication of the digits. Check the condition of the coin. The more well-preserved the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A high-grade coin with sharp features can fetch a premium price. Coins that have been well circulated or damaged will lose much of their value. If you're lucky enough to find one in near-mint condition, you might have a rare, valuable treasure on your hands. And don't forget, if you think you found one, have it professionally appraised and graded by experts before selling it. A professional grading service will be able to assess the coin's authenticity and provide you with a certificate of authenticity, which is crucial for maximizing its value when you decide to sell or auction it. Now, let's talk about the broader world of coin collecting. If you're new to this hobby or just getting started, finding a rare and valuable coin like the 1995 D double die error can seem like a dream. But the truth is, coin collecting can be an extremely rewarding pursuit, not just financially but historically as well. There are thousands of coins out there, some with small errors, others with rich historical significance. And these coins often tell the story of our nation's past in ways that most people don't realize. Many coin collectors get hooked on this hobby because they can connect with history through the coins they collect. Whether it's a Civil War era coin or a rare proof coin, each one carries its own piece of history. And it's not just about finding a coin worth millions. Coin collecting is about the thrill of the hunt and the joy of discovering something you didn't expect. Many collectors find special satisfaction in discovering coins that might not be worth millions but are still incredibly rare and meaningful to them. The world of coin collecting is diverse and full of endless possibilities. To wrap things up, the 1995 D double die error penny is a perfect example of how rare errors can turn something as humble as a penny into a fortune. At $38 million, this coin has proven that the world of rare coins can be full of surprises. So, if you've got a collection or have found a 1995 D penny, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Remember, this is just one example of a rare and valuable coin. The world of coin collecting is full of incredible finds, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next person to discover a rare treasure hidden right under your nose. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos about rare coins, hidden treasures, and so much more. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin. Who knows, maybe we'll feature your discovery in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy hunting for those rare coins. Take care.